Well, pretty soon I can declare it at the end of this year. I think when it hits the end of this year, I will definitely say this year kind of sucked. I have heard the news that Ian Holmes, the guy you may remember from Fifth Element, the first Alien movie, and also from the Lord of the Rings movies, has passed away last week. Of course, more drama keeps coming in day by day by day. We have now lost the director who made one of the worst superhero movies of all time, Batman and Robin, Joe Schumacher. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate Batman and Robin anymore. Wait. I don't love Batman and Robin, but I can tell you this. It's a good, guilty, dumb pleasure. Now, for anyone that says anything, I bought the Blu-rays of the whole Batman series. I already have the Dark Knight trilogy. I don't have the Batflick versions at this time, but I have Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, and yes, this Joe Schumacher made ones. Now, honestly, Batman Forever, I honestly didn't hate that movie. I didn't hate it. I didn't necessarily loved it. I loved the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton, but, you know, it was acceptable. And also, I was 7 during the time when. But here's what I can tell you. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a decently fun movie. And Batman and Robin, during the time, I thought it was an okay movie. I thought it was just okay. That's it. The funny thing about Batman and Robin is I was always... It was always a story I would reference in one of my little, like, filmmaking days as a small child. But, you know, that's for another time. But anyways, you know, Batman and Robin, when I finally realized, yeah, it was the worst movie of all time. It clearly was the worst movie of all time. Time I hit, let's just say 15 or 16 or something like that. That's when I finally realized, yes, it is the worst superhero movie of all time. And to be honest, one of the first Batman movies to ever bomb. So honestly, you know, well, what can you do? So George Clooney thought this movie would ruin his career and have him never star in a superhero movie ever again. And Joe Schumacher, this did damage his career as a director, but he did come out in 2002 making the movie Phone Booth, which, honest to God, I love Phone Booth. I consider this the best crime thriller I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was directed by Joe Schumacher. I mean, how you go from Batman and Robin to Phone Booth with Colin Farrell? That's how a director comes back and make a better movie. Now, has his movies have been good? You know, they've been critically good? You know, you make your own judgment. But, for one thing, Joe Schumacher, you know, this is what he actually had to go through. If you watch the special features on Batman and Robin. You'll see the very epic, thing that made people say to themselves, heck, he's actually a decent person. He actually apologized for Batman and Robin. Joe Schumacher had to apologize. He's like, you know what? I was the director for this movie. I could have made it a lot better. So I apologize for those who were offended by this movie. It wasn't my intention, but all I wanted to do was entertain. Yeah, the man had to apologize. I'm like, you know what? That's good enough for me. Because, yeah, Batman and Robin is a horrible movie. He directed it. The studio interfered. And you know what? I don't blame him. And I also think Batman Triumphant, if it was going to be directed by Joe Schumacher, if Batman and Robin didn't bomb, we would have gotten Batman Triumphant, the Batman movie that was coming after Batman and Robin, but it never got made. But yeah, if you want to hear several other people who have made videos on, what they were going to do and how they were going to do it, you know what, definitely check either these YouTube channels that talk about Batman Triumphant, and you know what, you'll totally, see what Joe Schumacher would have done better than Batman or Robin. But anyways, Joe Schumacher, I kind of feel bad for this guy. Like, he didn't meant for Batman and Robin to be a bad movie. He just wanted to entertain people like he did in Batman Forever. Of course, Batman Forever wasn't a great movie, but it did do good at the box office. Well, it did okay at the box office. But now, this poor guy, he probably couldn't go anywhere. And I mean, he probably would have never gone anywhere during that time without people saying, wait a minute, are you the director who made Batman and Robin? Oh, yes you are. Patty, spitting his fries. ASAP. Yeah, the guy probably couldn't go anywhere. And freaking George Clooney probably couldn't go anywhere. He was like, okay, I was in Batman and Robin. I played Batman. I didn't do a good job. I didn't have a raspy voice, but please don't spit in my food, please. Okay, I'll pay you like $1,000 if you don't spit in my food. Like, yeah, both Clooney. Now, should I add Chris O'Donnell? Never mind. But anyways, I feel bad for Joe Schumacher because now, during that time, people wouldn't stop mentioning Batman or Robin to him. Like, and now he's passed at the age of 80. The fact that Joe Schumacher had to deal with Val Kilmer, which we all know back in the day, Val Kilmer was very difficult to work with. But Val Kilmer, he's dealing with his cancer problem. Joe Schumacher has now passed away. And if you have heard, those two would clash like crazy when they were making Batman Forever. But either way, I don't know what I can really say, to be honest. But either way, Joe Schumacher has passed. Some of his movies, yes, they are hit and miss. Like I said, Phone Booth. Definitely check that movie out. One of Colin Farrell's best performance. And also Lost Boys. That's a classic movie. Classic 80s movie. And you know what? It's sad that he's gone. the fact that the guy couldn't go anywhere without people mentioning Batman or Robin, but some of his films I haven't really followed that much because I haven't really noticed them. I know most people have said they're not as good as Joe Schumacher could have made them. And also he didn't made Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler, which we all can agree Gerard Butler can't sing for shit. I can't sing for shit either, but you know, I keep my black ass out of the choir. But either way, Joe Schumacher, you know, was he one of the worst directors? You know what? Some people can have a hit, some people can have a miss, but some people do what they do best. Keep making movies. And you know, as long as you're not Uwe Boll, you know, making movies, you know, Joe Schumacher, we can look back and say, you know what? Batman and Robin is now a guilty pleasure for most people. And like Jeremy Johns said, kind of fun dog shit. You know, kind of fun. You could say it could be a guilty pleasure, or you just could enjoy it for what it is. A cheesy, over-the-top Batman movie with too many ice puns, and yeah. So, Joe Schumacher, I mean, the man apologized for Batman or Robin. I think that's good enough. You know, I don't think he should always be remembered for Batman or Robin. But either way, Batman or Robin, we already know it's a bad movie. We already know it's bad. So there's no need to beat or kick a dead horse. That's a weird, you know, metaphor, but you get what I mean. So either way, rest in peace, Joe Schumacher. Your films will be remembered, and that's it. So either way, Joe Schumacher, rest in peace. Yeah. Yeah. I think when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna put in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, just to watch them just for shits and giggles, to be honest. I don't want to end on a sad note, but I just want to enjoy Joe Schumacher's, you know, films that were actually good, and probably get a little bit of a laugh. But either way, first by outro.